What up, banditos? Back for more. I've been playing for a little bit here, about a half hour. I've been trying to mess with my audio. This will be officially launched in September 23rd. And I would expect more tests between now and then. I think this is their second or third one. Quality is coming in pretty darn good, I gotta say.
If your heater's out, you're not alone. Layer up, people.
Oh, the game is called Arc Raiders. PvPvE. Made by Embark Studios, the same people that did the finals. And it's pretty cool, I gotta say. Third person. Extract. The PvE opponents are pretty formidable drones, basically. All sorts of different kind of drones. Giant mega drones, little flying drones, roly-poly drones. And at this stage, you know, you avoid a lot of them because they are formidable, and like noise matters. You'll attract more enemies. It's pretty serious. It's definitely got that survival touch to it. You can't go in solo. The squads are size of 3, about 15 players per map, and you encounter. I just got out of one. We were in there for like 15 minutes, and we got into a squabble. I mean, so far I haven't seen any like major battles or anything like that. Maybe just because everybody's still kind of new, but it sort of turns out to be like, you're like, oh shit, you kind of just bump into a couple of other dudes in a hallway, and it's, you know, it's quick draw and wham, 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 yeah. You know, some of these guys are, I can tell they already got some hours invested into the game. Because you can request supply drops from these towers. There's these all sorts of little intricate details I've yet to figure out myself. Which, you know, I was thinking about it before I logged in again, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna play too much of this game because it's pretty fucking cool. In a weird way. I know that's weird to say, but like, I just want to play enough to get a feel for what the system, the depth of it, you know, and get a feel for the combat engagements and the style. But I'm not gonna play to the point where I get good. Like, this game is good, and September's still quite a ways away, you know what I mean? I'm sure we'll be able to preserve some sort of leveling, I'm sure, but and there is cosmetics you can unlock right now by doing the beta testing. So there's an outfit or something like that. So, you know, that's all helpful, but I don't really care. For me, it's just more about getting a feel for the game, but like, yeah, this is one that's gonna be on the list or pass. You know, it's probably going to be one or the other. I do think Marathon looks pretty good. This one, I think, is better. And I'm saying it's right away. You're sold on the game. I'm sold on the game right away. A lot of people, I think Marathon looks okay. It got a lot of bad press, a lot of good press. It's kind of got mixed feelings on it. You know, mixed reviews on it. Depending on who you ask. I think it looks cool. It's a lot more engagement, where so far this is a lot more surviving, you know. Surviving. I feel like a scavenger. I feel like I'm getting in. Like every second is very risky being in there. Noise is risky. Where that other game, I'm sure, is like that too. I didn't get a chance to play it, but it seems more like, hey, let's get in there. Let's find some dudes. Let's get into a fight. Oh, man, they killed me. Revive. We're back in it. Let's kill them. You know what I mean? And it kind of gets into that COD feeling a little bit. Which might be cool. It might be different. I might like it. But because of my limited hours, I'm probably going to have to choose one or the other. I did sign up for that alpha. I didn't get a code. So... yeah, it is a little bit like the DZ, yeah. Except the DZ is not really about looting anymore, you know, or at all. People go in there looking for a fight, right? And then they'll stand at the, that's the problem with the DZ. That's why it was dead, it's dead, right? Because people just stand at the door waiting for somebody to spawn. And then they pick a fight and they sit there and talk shit to each other and throw grenades at each other all at the door. And it's just like, there's no survival element to it. There's no go out there looting. I mean, the shit you're looting is junk, right? Like, there's no good loot in the Dark Zone. I mean, like, even for the Dark Zone exclusives, like, I didn't, you know, for all the time I spent in Dark Zone, which was a fair amount, I didn't feel like I got any good drops. It was 1 in a million. That's why I just concluded at the end, named item cache is the best way to get Dark Zone gear. Yeah, Destiny, I think the thing about Marathon is it's like, it's got much more of an acquired taste for the art. I like the art style. I think it looks pretty cool, but okay, let's see what we've got in the workbench here. So got a skill point. Let's spend that. Ability would be good. Different kind of lane. I hope not. I hope the extraction point won't be irrelevant. There's a lot of risks. The thing about the Dark Zone is
Try not to lose more than you output.
you keep all your stuff. That's why people just stop farming it, you know? And then they just go in there just for the fight. But with this one, if you go in just for the fight, you lose all your stuff if you lose. I don't know how that pans out. Yeah, I got 2 headsets, and like my high quality headset, like when I turn on the audio to hear, like the audio sounds perfect, but their voices are like very quiet. My players, my team, to the point where I can barely fucking hear them. And audio is important in this game, so on my cheap headset, you know, it's not as dynamic sound, but it comes in. They're more balanced. So I'm struggling with that right now. Ain't that some shit? just have to switch mics.
Reminder, any unauthorized tampering with power lines is prohibited. Looking at you, Sector F.
The blackout in Sector C has been resolved.
The food distribution might actually happen today. Keep an ear out for an update.
Power outages are likely today. Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
See what happens here. Knowledge that that guy is a dick. Yep. Fucking internet ruined everything, man.
Did you check the industrial areas? Did you check the?
It'd be helpful if I told you how busy they are. Is that difficulty? I see. Some medium difficulty. Spaceport, medium difficulty too. Well, a lot of these games you can't respawn. Like this one, you can't respawn. You can get revived before you go down hard, but once you're out, then you got to get into a new instance. No revenge kills. .85 mag LMG. Here I am with my little pea shooter, you know.
go to the arrival building.
Let's go to the arrival building. An armed courier, over there. By the arrival building. The car park. Turret, there by the tower.
Hanging system's cool.
Fireball in the arrival building.
Up there.
Lots of little doors.
Listen, extended shotgun mag, Mark 1.
September.
Door.
September 23rd.
Loot container. Here.
Ammo. Shotgun ammo.
Let's head home at the central elevator. Head home at the central elevator.
Yes.
A Hornet. The launch pad.
Danger. There, by the central elevator.
Heard something. From the central elevator.
Battle going on.
Warning. There. Heads up. There, by the fuel depot.
Hornet.
By the launch tower.
Yeah, this one's going to be September 23rd. Ooh, sniper.
By the launch towers. There, by the tunnel entrance.
Honestly, that dude popped out of fucking nowhere. I want to see it. Can we watch the? It was a good move. We were being sniped from the front, and then let's see. Finish replaying. Let's just show you back. Yeah, we were sitting ducks out there, just wide open. There was no voice audio. Yeah, they weren't mic'd up. They were just using what do you call it? Tags, pinpoint things. Markers. I wasn't talking because I didn't want to talk into the ear because they're obviously not streaming. Some random Joes. What up, Jer? So I'm trying to, like, if I was able to use my other mic, I'd be able to mute easier. I guess I could do it with this one. There's a way to do it this way. You know, sort of, you're not really competing. Like, you're surviving, trying to survive, you're trying to get out. If you wanted to hunt, the idea is to go in, get loot, extract alive with said loot, upgrade your situation, so your character, your weapons, your loadouts, your stash space, your stamina and all that other junk with your skill tree, and then go back in and do it again and over and over and over again. So you're trying to survive. I say like that because PvE is like those droids are a real threat. They're a real threat. So they're trying to do the same thing, even if they're hunting other players, even if that's their strategy. So their strategy could be, let's not grab any loot. Let's just go hunt other players. That's like just as risky because you might not ever find other players, first of all. And if you do find those other players, they might not have anything worthwhile on them. Like I didn't, right? I just basic level 1 character, you know? So I don't have any modded weapons or anything like that. So that's why at this stage, maybe later, I'm still figuring it out myself, but at this stage, I don't see why you would want to go hunt to loot. You know what I mean? Because the loot we're packing around is just basic stuff. It'd be more efficient just to open up the crate boxes that we opened up along the way as we're just moving around, scavenging, you know? Unless you were to park it by an extraction point and kind of hang out there, which is a lazy way of doing the same thing, because when we extract, we're extracting whatever we got, valuable or not, like plastic and metal parts and random piece of rubber mat that I found, you know, just fabric, just, it's all random, you know? So yeah, every now and again there's something valuable, but it would seem like it would be more fun and engaging to go out and loot and engage when you engage, you know, as part of the survival RPG thing. You know, it seems like that'd be just as valuable, more fun, because then you're accomplishing 2 things at once, because the maps are pretty big. you tend to run into at least one engagement, no matter what. I haven't had a match where I haven't run into an engagement. They sent it to my email, JRPlays. Yeah, except I never played survival mode in Division 1, so... I mean, you don't need water or food to survive, but you do need, like, shield rechargers and healing kits. There is adrenaline shots to help you fight, I guess, better. The skill trees you get by leveling up your character it are your survival elements. You get like better stamina and more speed and stuff like that. The missions are, so far, are given to you like bounties, basically. But the bounties aren't always targets, they're objectives. This guy needs these particular elements and he needs you to go to the surface and find those things by scavenging parts so that he can complete an objective here, and then he gives you a reward. So that's what these traders are. They're basically mission givers.
Feel free
And
to
then
browse.
you can also, so they're
Watch
mission
yourself.
givers and they're vendors. They're both. So I can spend my points to get binoculars, barricades, blah, blah, blah.
Fantasy Shuttle,
and
did you
then
check the industrial areas
by
the
completing
dam
this
yet?
quest for
I'll
him,
need those
I'll
supplies
get
to
those
expand our
rewards
living
down below.
spaces. There's an empty
And the
building near
quest is
cantina, but the
get up there,
entryway
get
is
two
blocked by
explosive
rubble.
mixtures for Apollo. So when you think PvP, don't think like Battlefield or COD. Those are like on the opposite side of the spectrum from what this game is. Like those are heavy engagement. That's like more like what the Dark Zone is sadly trying to be, and it's never gonna get there, and straight away from what this is, right? So the Dark Zone is like you're supposed to go into the Dark Zone and talk about the Division 2, and you go in there and you find this contaminated loot, and you go and extract that contaminated loot, and then you get out alive. But the problem is that nobody really gives a shit about the contaminated loot because it's all kind of worthless, and what you get is just basic materials and XP for extracting, right? I mean, like the most basic of materials, or DZ credits, which isn't that worthwhile, right? That reminds me, I mean, that would be a great way to spice up the Dark Zone, is give us like some seriously valuable loot. They do give you DZ caches for just engaging, right? So there's that. And so what happens in the Dark Zone is that everybody just says, fuck it, I don't care about that. I mean, obviously some people extract stuff still, but instead people just go shield to shield, right? Battle it up. And that's more like Call of Duty style, which is you got unlimited lives, first of all, right? And you just respawn as much as you want and engage as much as you want, and there's no timer in the Dark Zone. Unlike Battlefield, where the session eventually ends for one reason or the other. And so that's why our Dark Zone is kind of lost, right? It doesn't really know where it is. All people know is they want to be in a PvP environment, but there's also PvE there because there's your regular NPCs running around shooting you in the back also. And then it's a very small territory, so it's quite dense in there. So with this one, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody. Obviously, there's people coming in. I don't know. Like, yeah. Like, how do I say, like, I don't want to speak for everybody, but like, this is how I feel. Like, if you're looking for a PvP, like fast-paced, constant player versus player action, then Battlefield or Call of Duty is going to be your kind of game. This will not be. This is get out alive. And if you come across PvP players, then you know it should be a strategic choice to engage. So far, it's not, just because everybody's kind of pulling triggers here. But
Air filters are clogged in Block 7.
a lot is on the line for the little amount of action you're getting. If that makes sense. So that's why I feel like I mean, PvPvE is the way to describe the game, but the reality is it's just a survival game. Not surviving because you need to eat a sandwich so that you can have enough energy. Not that kind of survival. I mean, get in, get out alive. Which is obviously not always going to happen. Okay, let's try this again. So basically all you need is a shield recharger. Where the hell that is. You need a shield and a shield recharger. There we go. Then I might need to craft a shield, and then we need to make sure we got some ammo. So this is light ammo, so weak ass guns, which I don't care. So we need light ammo. So this gives you more inventory space. You lose that when you die though. This is your shield. And then we need light ammo. 25 rounds. So I'll take 75 rounds. That's good. I mean, that's why I don't want to like overly invest my time in this game right now, because like I don't want to go like making upgraded crafty weapons. You know what I mean? For this is gonna end on May 3rd, so it's only a few days long. So I don't want to like overdo it. I just want to spend enough time in this game to get a gist of like how things are working. And okay, and then we can unload that. The art before. I'll buy a bikini skin. Did you see that that Claire Expedition one has bikini skins? What up, Tally? What up, Billy?
Howdy, partner. This may or may not be my second desert match, and the first one failed miserably.
It's a high threat zone. It's gonna be loaded with drones.
I'm the high threat.
I'm looking for explosive compound if you guys come across any of that. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that might be it. That sounds right. Thank you. I got all excited. Let me see what
Some
it is.
explosive mixture here.
Yeah, that's what I need. Explosive mixtures. If you see it, let me know.
Looks like someone's been over here.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, bro. Nice.
Over there.
Shoot him with sniper. Good kill. Yep. I felt it. Old Honda Civic.
Let's go to the power generation complex.
Let's do it. Right on CR1 Sam. Sorry I'm not talking too much. It's just I'm in comms with randoms, so I'm trying not to talk in your ear too much. So we're exploring this game. It is coming out on September 23rd. This is an early beta. And I think the second one is... but first one for console, it might have had a closed alpha prior to that. Yeah, but this is a level 1 character, so I'm not leveled up or anything. Only have a couple hours in the game right now. Grenade.
en route. Head home at the Red Lake Balcony lift.
You have 10 minutes to return to Speranza. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Since we're making this. No, yeah, no problem. That's all right. People! Careful, they got proximity channel. So hear us. I'm with you. Don't try to fight the big bot. Don't try to fight him. We got 6 minutes. We better head towards the distraction. You're down. I see you. On my body.
Go find your way home.
No, you don't. Yeah, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Just look at me. Healing menu, man. Like that circle menu, like I try. Okay, this is a little fight. So they're occupied now by the drones. Got him. Billy, good. You are the alpha. Punch him. You don't punch him. Oh, he opened that fucking door. I didn't know they could do that. My body is right where theirs was. If you haven't really done it. Yeah, if you can. It's right by the Jenny. Well, that's crazy. I'm the alpha. Too funny. So he's scavenging their shit. But he's got to get by those. They're kind of dumb, you know, so you can use your cover and do a lot of cover-to-cover moves to get by those big drones. 220, he should go now. I 160 meters away is always got to go.
Last warning. 2 minutes left. Head back. The window is closing.
Not the other one. He's got a lot of grenades. Okay.
Bison, there.
Can you hear us, Billy? Oh, cool. Wasn't sure if you could. Good fight, man. Yeah. Did you get some good shit? We believe in you, Billy. All right. That doesn't look like it's gonna hurt you. Was that a nuke? Wow. GG's, guys. Good job. Alright, I'm muted now. So I can... Cool. So you can stay with that same squad and continue with them, which is pretty cool. So if you feel like you got a good little synergy going with the group, just hang with them. Yeah, that's crazy, right? But it's interesting. What was interesting about it is how that's what I kind of mean. Like, it's an interesting PvP dynamic because they thought they had us, right? And then those bots occupied them because we were making all sorts of noise. So here comes the comes the army of droids. And it turns what was a 3 versus 3 fight into a 3-way engagement. And so I think, at least in the early game, you're probably not going to see a lot of mega battles. I don't think. I think it's just like it's skirmish. Are you trying to choose in? Yeah, or am I? I am. Yeah. PvPvE. I hate saying that. Can we just call it something else? Let's just call it an extraction shooter, because they all seem to have that element to them. They're at a very high risk of failure, you know, because it's such an acquired taste. It's such an acquired taste. I've always said that about the Dark Zone. I was like, the Dark Zone would be cool, except for, you know, I was like, it'd be so much better if they weren't able to steal your loot, you know. In some games, I don't know how they're going to do it here, but in some games, like, you can insure something, like you can put insurance on something so that, like, if you die, you won't lose it. Now, you have safety pockets is what they call them, like these hidden pockets where you can put things in it, but you're obviously not going to be able to put your favorite weapon in a hidden pocket, right? So you're going to be using your favorite weapon. And so that's the part that will suck, is like, if you craft or you get this really good weapon with really good mods and you fucking lose it, right? And then I feel like in a real game, in any game, there's wins and there's loses. And it's weird when games get a little too realistic that way, where they say, we want you to feel that. You win some, you lose some, and when you lose, it sucks. And when you win, it's awesome. You know what I mean? They want you to feel that. And like, you know what was like that too was like Avatar differently. So Avatar had this, you know, scavenging system where you could craft bows and craft weapons also. But because it was this kind of hippie blue people game, right? The Avatar Na'vi, that your stash space was like extremely fucking small. So when it came to arrows, you'd like craft like maybe half a dozen arrows, and that's it, you know, something like that, right? You'd have like 1 or 2 explosive arrows. That's it. You didn't have a real stash. It was like minimalist. You lived off the land and you scavenged only what you needed. You know, that's it. You know, it was a little too realistic. I thought that was stupid. And so it's sort of like, it's a hard mindset to transfer from when you play a game like The Division 2 as an example, where you're a fucking hoarder, and that's exactly what you are. And then you play the First Descendant and you're a fucking collector. That's exactly what you are, which is the same, not too much different, fine line between a collector and a hoarder, right? So it's just like, so you come into this game and you're scavenging these supplies or whatever, but it's really only for what you need, I imagine. You know, and I think you have to prep yourself for that mentality. I'm talking to myself, sort of, just thinking out loud, but like, you know, I think you have to go out there and be like that guy, Billy Bob, the one who survived, or sort of survived in the end. Did you see how many fucking grenades he had? I mean, he must have threw out like 4 or 5 smoke grenades in that last couple of minutes. When he was fighting those guys, he threw a smoke grenade at them. There's toxic grenades. He threw some regular grenades. And so I think people that are used to playing these games know that. Like, you go out, you don't go under-equipped, you go well-equipped. That's a little helpful if you know what fucking buttons to push. Like, I died because I was trying to figure out how to fucking revive my armor. Because I wasn't going to survive without reviving my armor. And the stupid menu, I was like, do I have to push up? It was kind of a controller thing. I'm like, you know those stupid circular menus, I've always hated those. Which is why I don't use emotes in a lot of the games, because you have to interact with that circular menu, and I hate those. Anyways, so you have to use that menu, you got to circle up, and then you got to figure out, okay, which is the armor regen, because it's just a bunch of objects I don't recognize because it's a new game for me. And then you select that object, but it doesn't hold, it doesn't stick, you know? And so it just like deselects quickly, and you're like, do I have it in my hand? Do I not have it in my hand? Let me do it again. And so I did it again. You know what I mean? And then by that time, 30 seconds goes by and I'm dead, right? So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm in that awkward place. Like, well, I don't want to go out there well equipped because I don't even know how to fucking do a good job putting on my armor, restoring my armor. So if I go well equipped, I'm just going to lose all that shit because I'm going to, you know, trip over my thumbs trying to put on an armor kit. You know what I mean? What up, Skeletor? Yeah, a lot of them have failed. I mean, the Division 2 basically failed, and they're still trying.
The East Rock recycling station's filled in. It will be empty at some point.
I think this one will probably pull away. It depends. I think there's enough people that will get immersed in it. It's an immersive type RPG game too. So if you don't get into your games and, you know, what are you doing here with this one? You know.
Power again. Try not to use more than you absolutely need.
Because I think that's 50% of what they're selling you here. You know. Just waking up, huh? Do you work nights, Skeleton? It's getting hot in here. I have to start using my air conditioner more. Muggy. What up, Smits? Yeah, so it's interesting. I mean, there's obviously an audience for the game, no doubt, you know. I'm just trying to imagine what this looks like when you got a 200 hours into it, you know. I mean, do you just go out there and farm noobs? You know what I mean? Is that what happens? What up, Street? Getting a good fucking gun has got to be an advantage too, by the way. Exposed, I see you. Doesn't say if he's in a match or anything. It'd be good to tell you that. Okay, so did we do the skill tree already? We did that, right? Okay, so we're in inventory now. So equip that, equip that, equip that, equip that. Need ammo.
Security sweeps are happening, but don't expect too much.
Can I craft shield retractor? Yes, I can. Grenade. So there is a practice range, which is cool. Let's try that real quick. That's how we figure out how to use our fucking buttons. Davey, it is a third-person PvPvE extraction shooter. So what I was trying to do earlier, so if we want to heal, we got to do left block. See, and then you have to choose your items. But this is, intuitively, I would use my camera one, but it wants me to use my right thumbstick, whatever that is. So if I click, if I let go, okay, it automatically puts it on. But see, you didn't grab the grenade there. So doing it fast is hard. You got to hold for a second. I don't like that. So it registers. Like, are you sure? You know what I mean? This is real shit. Think I can extract with this stuff? Probably not. What do we got, Lucky? What do we got? Ooh, stocks. Muzzle brake. Engine credit. There's no way they could, this is free, right? Wouldn't that be cool? What are you? Kettle? No map. So if you shoot the body, so the weak points might be the wings. And they are yellow. Testing range, right? I like it. It's a little post-apocalyptic testing range. I like it. Fucking reloaded. This is an extraction. You need a hatch key for it. So pick up the hatch key, and then you can unlock this. This is like a one-off extraction, but you need keys to use these. They're pretty cool. so you don't have to go through that whole wait and get ambushed thing. But you have to have keys. Okay, sadly I didn't get to keep any of that shit, but wouldn't that have been something? All right. Oh, what does it mean to have a horseshoe born up your ass? I don't know what that means. I don't know that cowboy talk. Yeah, it's on Steam, on Do Not Xbox, and I believe it is on PlayStation, yeah. Yeah, exactly. What is that place called? Zion. Downstairs is like Zion, exactly. And I hope they expand on it. It seems a little shallow down there. You know what I mean? I feel like there should be more to that. Maybe a place we can order a beer for your fellow raider. Which is kind of funny because down here, your homies buying each other beers. Up there, you're shooting each other in the pack. Okay, going on comms here. Hopefully they got comms. Oh, Lucky Horse. Gotcha. Am I solo on this? Zen, appreciate you, man. Alright, solo is fucking risky, but we're gonna do it. Okay, let's look at our map. The spawn points, I haven't really caught a grasp on. There's people here. So, there's a lift there. We need an industrial site. No, we already got that one, didn't we? I didn't pick up a new quest, did I? Oh, I think I still need that stuff. What is this double arrow? Commercial. I need an industrial site. Oh, they're so far away, though. Far away. Let's see if we can. I need scope and binoculars that help me. Old man vision. Did you see Bunny got some new jiggle physics? They got the lower half working now. I feel like I should. Somebody's extracting. guess we're gonna fight here. Metal detector. Listening for footsteps. Big robot. We need like ropes and shit, man. Body. But looted. You guys ever remember that movie? I love this old movie. It's an old one. It's called Screamers. Did anybody remember that movie? It was like on some planet like Mars or something like that. Future. And they, I think this is where we were earlier, right? Yeah, full circle. Okay, so here is where we need to practice our healing, which is left block, up, and the right trigger. That's what he gets for shooting at me. Ho, ho, ho! Yeah, I'm here. So proximity chat's on, but you know I have So that can't be the guy we just killed, right? No, it's gotta be somebody else. Look out, buddy. He's probably thinking that's me that's shooting at him. Just 3 solo plays. Oh, I forgot to tell you that, like... Oh, you got him. See, he's probably confused. He probably thought it was me shooting at him. He's like, hey, I thought we were friends. I forgot to say that when you go in solo, it tries to match you up with more solo players on your map. That's interesting, huh? That's crazy that that other guy ended up being there. I mean, that put 4 of us within proximity, right? Because I killed somebody. This other guy showed up. He ended up saying, hey, don't shoot me. I got to figure out how to do that, by the way. And then this other 4th guy comes in. That was cool. So I need to figure out how to do that auto chat. So he said, like, hey, you know, don't shoot. Let's see. Go to settings here. I think I have to go to the practice filter to figure that out. Just me and my pickaxe. Pickaxe. I think it might be down in the direction of that. Let's see. No, it's up. All these wheels.
Hey, don't shoot! Hey, hello! Okay? No! Wanna go together?
Dance?
Yeah!
All right.
I'm sorry. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for not killing me. Why can't I see my character's face?
Hello. Don't shoot.
Yeah, if you're a PC player, all this shit is so much smoother, right?
Don't shoot. Want to team up? Hey, Raider. Hey, don't shoot.
I mean, they got the echoes even bouncing off the walls really good here.
Team up?
Oh, zip line. How do I use that? Oh, awesome. How fucking cool is that? Holy shit. Can you uninstall it and take it with you? Wow, I want one of those. Use zip line. I mean, we installed that. How cool is that? And like, we only have so far the same basic weapons, you know? I haven't tried this hairpin yet. With ammo? Yeah. One shot at a time. It's a fast reload, though. Is this explosives? Ooh, landmines. That's what that symbol is. Jump mine. Snap blast grenade. Trigger grenade. Let's see what grenades are like. So, right block. Right block, left block. And then you have to hold it. Alright. Then left. What's this menu? Geronimo. Shit. Can you shoot your mines? Holy shit! Those are cool. Bouncing Betties. There was something else. This. Toggle voice squad only. Global. So when you mark, you can mark different things. So you could have several markers. That's neat, right? I mean, you can get along without a mic in this game if you're proficient at pressing buttons. Because you can tell somebody, avoid here, if I can figure out how to fucking get that little, avoid that. Heard something over there. Let's see to practice. Grappling hook would be nice, huh? One that you could shoot. I was curious about drops, like if how much they hurt. That hurt. Okay, we know. Can't blow up your workstation. What is this? Ammo? Looks like a med kit. Yes. So when you heal yourself, does it also get back your shield? Well, I might not have a shield on. Yeah, I don't have a shield. Okay. Oh, that'd be painful. What are these? Heavy shield. Won't let me. Medium shield. Oh. Maybe I'm not qualified to hold a big shield yet. What are they saying here? Shoot the neck? Ooh, ammo. It's because they're wearing shields. I see. That's a cool animation for the shields. I like that. So these things aren't shielded, so I don't imagine, yeah, they don't have that animation. Yeah, that's cool. I was wondering why our ally was glowing blue. I wasn't sure if it was a status effect they put on him, but it was his shield being damaged. I'm curious on what the progression is like, as far as like getting different variants of weapons and stuff. 'Cause I've seen people with like something that looked like an 1886, a lever action. I've seen somebody with a sniper. So this is a turret here. So you can go underneath the light, but if you hit that circle part, I'm not sure how close you can get to the beam. It's pointed. They got a weird pointed upside down. But I mean, it's not going to get anything that way. But if you let that circle touch you, you're done. But you might be able to go through the beam. Fucking mean. Angry son of a bitch. Reminds me of the old New York subway. Call the Metro. Oh, that's right. You can use trains to get down there. That's cool, huh? To get back to the city. Going home. The dirty train. I like the idea of voice emotes. Do you guys think we need that kind of shit in the Division 2? Wouldn't that be cool? It seems simple enough, right? Voice emotes, and markers, but at least voice emotes. For those people that don't have mics, and it would help with better team communication, you know? Or some people don't want to have mics, and some people don't speak or have language barrier issues, you know what I mean? I mean, that would help with accessibility. You'd be surprised how many handicapped people play games. You know, mute, deaf. I think we even have somebody that's blind. I don't know how that works, but that's amazing. But having those like really helpful basics, like go here, the other person's like can say no or yes. I like that idea. That's one of the cool things about exploring other games that are somewhat similar or have some sort of parallels, because then you were like, oh, you know what, that would be cool for the Division 2. Like how do we not have that, you know? How do we not have skill trees? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I think I just got booted on the server. Well, that's good. I think I'm good for tonight. Just tinkering around, trying to get a feel for this. I'll end up playing some hours offline too. I don't want to play too much right now. September's a long ways away. I just want to give some initial impressions and just get it just good enough where I get in some good squabbles and can hold my own, and then be able to say, yeah, you know, it's pretty cool when you get a couple of progressions, things going your way where you level up, and then you level up some weapons, and then you sort of feel like you have that advantage where it's less risky every time you go in. I want to feel that. So I think that I'll play until about that point. Maybe 20 hours or something. But we got a busy week so ahead of us. So I also have to be careful because I want to finish our journey with the Division 2. And the First Descendant had an update today too. The update to the external components were really good. I don't know if you tried the one to the mage set. It's actually pretty fucking good. That makes it viable for both. It wasn't that viable because they had a 5-second cooldown on that thing, and you would have to spam your skills to do that, which Volby could do, but Glay couldn't. And now that they push it to 15 seconds, that gives Glay 84% more non-attribute skill power, which is pretty fucking cool. Not that she needed any more power, but there you go. Take her away from the Slayer set. Slayer's easy. You don't have to worry about stacks, but you know, once you get the party started, pretty easy for the general mobbing content we have. Anyways, all right, everybody. Yeah, they changed two things. One was for the Plague set. I guess it was like once you reached max custom resource, you weren't getting more boosts, more buffs. You were like capping out your buff. So they made it so you'll always get the buff, even if you're at max custom resource, which is only going to be helpful for Keelan. So Keelan got more proficient at his peak damage, if that makes sense. More consistent peak damage. That's probably the best way to say it. And then the mage set is pretty fucking good. I ran it earlier. So you have to get by using your non-attribute skill 3 times, you reach 84% non-attribute skill power, and then you can maintain it for 15 seconds as long as you're continuing to use your skill. Once every 15 seconds, it'll refresh it. So it's pretty cool. All right, everybody, I will catch you tomorrow. Have a good night. Laters.